Welcome back to Cooking with Flavor, KL. Hey, look, I know I've been off the grid for a minute. I hadn't been posting a lot of content, cooking video. Um, tis the season. Today's word for me is gratitude. One of my viewers, SB, I don't know if it's a male or female, but they send me, I guess they follow, they look at the videos and see that I put seasoning on plates and all kind of other stuff. So they thought it not robbery. They sent me some bowls. They have 6 of these bowls, like extra large, medium, small. I'm even using one for the seasoning today. And 12 of these little smaller glass dishes. So I have any reason to be putting any more seasoning on a plate or anything else except these bowls. So SB, I appreciate you. SB sent a little small note in there, said, thanks for the amazing cooking videos. This has helped me with my cooking Thanksgiving meals. Enjoy the new plates, SB. So look, the spirit of giving is upon us. SB, I appreciate you. SB, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Also, one of my coworkers, AK, Alicia, she said, she knows that I be cooking and, she's tasted food and thought the food was great. It's like, hey, you can probably use some of this honey in your video, in some of your cooking. So I use it when I'm barbecuing my ribs. Towards the end, about 45 minutes left on the ribs, I put some butter and brown sugar and some honey on these ribs. And man, it gives it amazing glaze. And it's not sweet or anything, but just gives it a real good coating on there. So Alicia, I'm all out of honey. I need more honey. It's good, man. Her family has a harvest honey. They have a bee farm and local honey that she gave me. So man, look, it was nice. It was smooth, nice taste to it. Let me know when I can get some more. Thanks. But today, in this video, we're gonna be cooking some brown stew chicken. And that's one of my favorite Caribbean dishes. But sure, I just like to eat. You can look at me, I like to eat. So guys, like with a lot of these videos, when you're cooking Caribbean food, you gotta overnight this stuff. So what we're doing right now is just prepping our veggies for the salt, so we can marinate the chicken in the bell peppers, onions, got a little pepper and the seasoning. Okay, so we're about to get started. Okay, so guys, you can see I already have my chicken. It's been cleaned. What I use to clean my chicken is water, vinegar, and lime juice and salt. Okay, guys, so let's go over the seasonings that we have. So what we have right here is 1 red pepper, 1 green pepper, 1 yellow bell pepper, a half of a large onion, 3 stalks of scallions, and 1 medium-sized tomato, as well as 1 Scotch bonnet pepper. My seasonings, I use 2 tablespoons of Lowry's seasoning salt, 2 tablespoons of Body of Complete seasoning, 1 tablespoon of thick, coarse black pepper, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of chicken seasoning, Caribbean chicken seasoning, 1 tablespoon of Creole seasoning, 1 teaspoon of ginger, and 1 teaspoon of allspice. So yeah, that's what I use. I mixed it all in this bowl. Thanks, SB, to give these a name. These are SB bowls. These are my SB bowls. So yeah, everything is in here. So we'll season our chicken. Oh, how could I forget the most important reindeer of them all? So we got some Maggies. We'll put a couple of dashes on this. This is a staple in the Caribbean food. They use this with everything. So yeah, you got to get your Maggie's seasoning. You don't have to kill it in there, you know, because a little bit goes a long way. But yeah, you definitely need some of that. So what I'm going to do is we'll start putting all of this stuff in the bowl. Look like I'm gonna need a bigger bowl. Now I'm gonna put that Scotch bonnet pepper in there. I took out all of the seeds and everything, but just put it in for the flavor, not for the heat. But I gotta dice that up too. I dice it up. And then about 6 or 7 dashes of, all right. And then you get in there. You gotta mix this all up. And we're gonna let this sit and marinate in all of these veggies overnight. All of the bell peppers, the onions, the scallions, the tomatoes. And then I'm gonna put that seasoning in here. And yeah, we're gonna get it going. Okay? Yeah, I think I'm gonna need a bigger bowl though. My bowl is too small, but we'll try to work with it for now. Dropping all my seasoning out of there. But yeah, I'm gonna get me a bigger bowl. I'll be back. All right, so look, I had a bigger bowl, but slightly bigger. So we'll go ahead and season up the rest of these chickens. Get it marinating in the fridge. You're gonna be looking at some hearty eating. Look, I'm gonna let this marinate for 24 hours, so we won't get cooking this until tomorrow. So, yeah. She gonna look good. Got them colors in there. Looks so vibrant. Yes. Oops. Mix this up. We'll put it back in the same bowl. Let it marinate overnight. And man, like all of these seasonings, man, it's gonna sink down in that chicken. It's gonna get down in them bones. In that brown stew. It's gonna be lovely. All right? So yeah, now this is how you should be looking. Now I'm gonna cover that up with some foil or some plastic wrap. And I'm gonna let it sit in the freezer, in the refrigerator for 24 hours. Okay guys, we're gonna get started on this brown stew chicken. What I've done already is let the chicken marinate overnight for 24 hours and all of those veggies and seasonings and stuff like that. So you're gonna have a lot of goodness in this meat. So here's the meat that's been seasoning for 24 hours. It's been cooking in its juices. Let me raise that up some so you can see. Look, this thing has been marinating. And now it's good to go. What we're gonna do is move over to the stove. We'll have a pot on with some grease in it, and we're gonna brown these up a little. And then we're gonna get this stewed chicken ready. Now I have my pot heating up. Got on a medium-high heat. We're gonna let this pot heat up, and then we're gonna brown the chicken. We're gonna brown the chicken, you know, pieces at a time. We have so much in here, so we're gonna brown that up. And then once we got it all browned up, we're gonna put it back into the pot and let it stew down. Okay, we got the pot. It's screaming hot right now, so I'm gonna add about 1 inch of oil to the bottom of the pan. But just getting it brown. And then what you want to do is, like, you want to knock all of those pieces off of the chicken. You don't want to fry those, it's gonna burn. So, you know, you just knock that stuff off, drop it in there. Knock it off, drop it in there. That's what you want right there. That's the sound you want to hear. Okay? So you're knocking off all those onions, bell peppers, thyme. Not going to cook this all the way through because it's going to stew down in the pot. So you just want to brown this up. Now put all of these in there and brown it up. So we'll be back when it's all brown. We're just about finished browning our chicken. So that's what your brown chicken should look like. Not cooked, it's not fully cooked, but it's brown, nice golden brown. And it's still doing the same thing over here. Okay, so we're gonna add the chicken back to the pot. Add all that back in. Along with all of the seasonings, we're gonna pour all of that back in. Pour all of that back in. We'll add our water. Turn this back up on high because we want this water to start boiling right away. I have it hot already. I have it boiling on my other iron. Can't see it over here, but I have it boiling already. So I can just keep adding hot water to the stewed chicken. Hot water, hot water. You got that in there. Looking good. So we'll bring that to a boil. Don't worry, the bottom was not burnt. That's gonna all cook up into the flavor of this chicken once the water starts boiling and it start pulling those renderings off the bottom of the pot, and it'll all be infused into this chicken. All that was seasoning down there. 2 cups. Maybe 2 cups of ketchup. All of this will cook into that brown stew chicken. And remember, it's always about the flavoring. So you always want to taste your gravy, make sure it's seasoned properly. That's seasoned very well right there. Because if the water bland, that means your chicken is going to be bland. So make sure you taste that stew that you got in there right now. If you need to add anything, go ahead. You know, all of the seasoning is going to be to your taste. So just taste it, make sure it's seasoned. When it's seasoned, that means your chicken is going to be seasoned too. We'll be back. So in this dish right here, in our Pyrex bowl, I've added some of the stewed chicken broth from the pot, along with 1 part cornstarch and 1 part water. So I put a cup of water and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Mixed that up, added it to our bowl, added some browning sauce to get that dark, rich flavor, and then we're gonna add this to the pot. So this is the browning. I added this to our bowl. That's gonna give you that nice brown appearance, nice rich look, Grace browning sauce. So yeah, I added that. Back here I skimmed off the grease that we used to, that rose to the top. Skim that off. This is going to be added to the pot once it's about 15 more minutes to go to cook. And that's going to thicken that cornstarch, it's going to thicken that gravy, and you'll have a nice brown stew chicken. Okay, so I added the browning sauce to our stew liquid from the pot. And that's what we have right now. We have a nice, rich, brown, dark gravy with the cornstarch in it. And we're gonna add that to the pot. Mix that in. I think on this chicken, we got about 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes to go. And that's a done deal. That chicken is done. About 45 minutes, you know, I'm not including the prep time. But from the refrigerator to cook time, about 45 minutes. You took it out of the refrigerator, let it get back to room temperature. We'll let that come back to a boil, and that'll be done. But that's gonna be soup right there, baby.